To my coffee chat sessions. This week I have the amazing Shannon Hernandez. She and I are acquaintances through the Dames and social media and many other things. And she is a brilliant woman who does business growth strategy. So today we're going to talk all about business growth strategy. So, Shannon, introduce yourself and then let's dive into this great conversation.
Yeah, Sophie, thanks for having me. We've been waiting a long time together.
Yes. Yes.
So I am the CEO and founder of the Joyful Business Revolution, and we help coaches and consultants around the globe come back to more joy, more money, and more time off in their business, which is super fun. And one of the things that we really excel at is helping people root their entire business growth strategy in what's joyful for them instead of doing the things that they feel like they should be doing. I know we've all been caught in that trap. And so that's a little bit about me and about the company. And we are going to dive in today and have a great, fun conversation wherever it takes us.
Absolutely. So let's talk about your special sauce, Shannon. What is your special sauce when it comes to business growth strategy?
Yeah. So we always say the secret ingredient, but it's not so secret because we talk about it a lot, is joy. And what is joy, at least in our case, and the people who come and work with us, they really want their messaging and their content to land. They want it to land. They're not interested in ads. They're not interested in playing the algorithm game on the social media platforms. They want messaging that we say connects to the hearts and souls of their ideal client and connects and converts. Like that's what we all want, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because even if you are playing the algorithm game or the Facebook ad game, you still need the content from the heart and soul that connects and converts. Because if you're just spewing junk all over social media and Facebook ads, you are wasting your time and your money, because if the messaging isn't right, if it isn't geared toward your ideal people, it's just going to be useless stuff on the, it's just going to be cluttering up social media, and people are going to be like, who are you and what do you do? I don't
Yeah.
get you. So,
Yeah.
on a like a high level, how do you help them get that messaging that comes from their heart and soul and the joy that you want them to achieve?
Yeah. Well, the very first step is we have this quiz called the Content and Personality Quiz. This quiz has been around for 8 years now. And people all around the globe literally have taken the quiz to get realigned with how do they best show up in their marketing. So it's all about the energy. And we say your content personality is your vehicle for the message, right? So there's 5 content personality types: video, audio, live in person, written, and visual. And through a very simple but profound process, it's an 8-question quiz. People can take the quiz and they can learn how their energy is best experienced when it comes to putting out their content in the world. Now, I do want to say some people who take this, everyone who takes it and embraces it, their business grows. All right, I'm just going to say that. People who take it and question it and say, oh, but this isn't how I consume content. Correct. It's not how you consume content. It's how your energy best shows up to others, right? So people that take the quiz, they question the result, or they diddle around with like video when they're actually like a written content personality. They don't get that traction. We've had thousands of people just get realigned to less, right? We say over here, better is better, not more is better.
Oh, well, that's an interesting concept. Is it's not less is more is more. It's better is better, and that puts such a positive spin in so many respects. I really like that. And again, of course, you're looking for the joy, which is positivity, and really unleashing who you are in your content. And you can't really do that if you're trying to do content that doesn't fit who you are and fit your messaging and the best way to get your message out there. And I love that you brought up the fact that some people question it and say, well, that's not how I consume content. Because in so many cases, generally speaking, you are not your best client.
Yeah.
You're not speaking to yourself. You're not presenting to yourself. And so many people in the world in general, they have different ways of consuming content. And while, many people say, well, cover all the bases and do it all, video and written and da 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 da, that can be like overwhelming and a killer of joy for sure.
Yeah.
So, it does make sense to focus on the best one based on this quiz and talking with you and talking with well, you or me, people like us that that kind of understand that it's not about you, it's about them.
Yep.
But it takes you knowing you and doing what works for you to be able to make it about them.
Yeah.
So I
And I
really like
just
that.
want to give some good examples because people always come and ask us this, right? And Sophie, we now have a podcast with an episode dedicated to every single content personality, which is super fun because people can dive into it, right? So, we had somebody come to us who was in the witness protection program. She needed to build a business. Can you imagine? You can't put your name out, you can't put your face out, you can't put your identity out. She scored video on the quiz and she came to us. She said, what am I going to do? We're like, we got you. Right? So we actually worked with her to build a 6-figure blogging business within a year when she could not put her face, her name, or any identifying information out into the world, yet her content personality is video. And this is such a powerful example because people think video like this. It's an interview or it's a talking head, but we have actually identified 20 different ways you can use the video. Talking head is one, interview is one, right? Without, if you're not somebody that wants to show your face, or in her case, she couldn't show her face. So we actually had her do this was pre-Zoom, believe it or not, but now we would have her do Zoom with the audio, and she created a slide deck or she did graphics and images and spoke over them. And she thrived in business. And I'm like, if we can help people like that, that's just one example. It is a testament to the powerful work of getting aligned and rooting in and cutting out all the noise, getting rid of all the other things you think you should be doing, and just laser focusing on creating marketing that connects and converts, that's in your content personality.
Wow, I love that. That is probably one of the most primo examples of a success story of a client with extenuating circumstances, because witness protection program is a massive extenuating circumstance you had to overcome, and to be able, because people want to see faces and have names, but in a case like that, it's like she doesn't want to just crawl in a hole and be a witness protection program person.
Yeah.
She wants to follow her passion too. And that is so cool that you found a way that works for her, keeps her safe and secure, but allows her to thrive in a business at the same time. So I absolutely love that. That is so cool. So that's a very extenuating circumstance. What if someone's content personality is video?
Yep.
And they're scared to death of video, but they really can't. They can be on video. They aren't restricted like that. And based on your conversations with them, and you feel like they really do they need to be a talking head video.
Yep.
Do you have a process or a coaching thing that, walks them through that and gets them through that fear or that whatever that is that's really super holding them back?
Yeah, that's a really good point. Video is one of the fastest ways that you can connect to your audience. Really, it is, because people can see you, they can experience you. There's no ambiguity. Thank you. I can never say the word. I always want to say it, but I can never say it in the moment. It's real, just like that, right? It's
yeah,
real.
that was completely real.
So we have a program, actually, our year-long program is called the Confident Expert Program, and we help people get super confident in their marketing and their selling and in their team building with their content personality. And that's really important. When this first body of work came out, it was content personality for marketing. We have since expanded it out, of course, over the years, because people said, oh my God, I need to use video if I'm video in my selling, or I need to supplement my team. If I need a visual, I'm going to have them take the quiz, like they need to score visual if they're doing graphics, right? So when it comes, in this case, somebody who comes to us and they're like, man, I scored video and I really think that I could do a great job connecting with people, but I have this fear. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to structure it. What kind of tech and tools do I need? Which, by the way, you don't need a lot. I go live on this phone. It is my tech for all things. You can do it with a Zoom or a Restream integration. But we help them overcome little by little. What is it that's the fear? So honestly, Sophie, for some people, because we work with a lot of women, the fear is they feel like they have to have makeup and be fully made up to go live, but they see me all the time without the makeup because I actually don't wear makeup. Right? And so they come and they're like, I wish I could do that. They have these stories, right, that they've been told that they got to look a certain way or they got to show up a certain way. A lot of that's corporate training, right, that we're kind of undoing. So once we get over like the visual aspect, then we're like, okay, what about the content aspect? Like, how am I going to stay on track? How am I going to know what I'm saying? So we have actually a little structure, and we teach people, no matter what kind of content, you need to have a catchy title. You need to have a hook. You need to have your 3 bullet points you want to talk about. You need to have your call to action. And so it's almost like if they go live on their phone, they've got a little sticky note right here that they are reading as a prompt. Like, how much simple can it be, right? And so we're all about the simplicity, and we're all about the joy of helping people get their gifts into the world, right? As coaches and consultants, and we help you over those humps. Whatever those humps are, we're going to help you so that you are making the world a better place with your gifts.
I love that. And I love that it's, video's been around forever, but it continues to evolve. The strategy continues to evolve because it wasn't too long ago that you had to have equipment and lights and a script and someone directing, and it was crazy produced, and everybody looked like this. Hi, I'm Sophie Zolman, and I have a business that's called, and it was just so disingenuous and disauthentic because you can't be yourself if you're in a suit, like a business suit, a power suit. Gotta be in that power suit on that camera
with that stance.
Yeah, I'm in my power suit. This is who I am. It's like, and I am now once and for all practicing when I preach on that, because until fourth quarter of last year, I was still kind of hiding behind that professional persona, trying to show up a certain way. And working with people that I work with, they're like, you just told me you're an 80s pop Stevie Nicks witchy woman. That ain't no Stevie Nicks witchy woman. What the hell is that? And I'm like, well, that's the professional business me. And they're like,
we don't want it.
Well, that's not what we want. We want you. And, it's just like I broke out of this shell and out of this. It's the comparison thing. It's the corporate learning, the societal learning that says you have to look, act, and dress a certain way to be in business, especially if you're in business for yourself. And it's like horse pucky.
Yeah.
You've got to be you and do you. And that's just it. And it's so freeing and it brings joy. Trust me, it brings joy. I'm having so much more fun in my business now than ever before.
Yes. And it's such a great lesson for everyone is to really think about, are there places that you're, I don't want to say hiding, because you might not be hiding, but are there places that you're holding back who you really are? Because that's an energetic thing that people are going to feel. And if you don't want to wear makeup, don't wear makeup. If you're a witchy woman, come out as a witchy woman, right? If you say shit, like it's going to be okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and the internet and everything has blown up so huge. No matter what you do, you're going to have haters, trolls, naysayers. And you know what? You just let it roll. You've got to just let it roll off your back, because it's not about people pleasing. It's especially not about pleasing those people, because, that it's like, just, they need to go look in the mirror and see what their issues are and go deal with that and leave you alone. you can't let that bring you down. And I know a lot of people, especially women, are so worried about those naysayers, the trolls, the internet idiots that want to just heckle you and stuff. It's like, you gotta understand that, yes, it can happen. But you can take steps to, get it out of your feed and out of your way. And don't let anybody stop you, because there's people like me and Shannon here that are going to back you up, lift you up, say, to hell with that person. They don't know crap. Here's what's going on. You are you. Stand up and be you. Because I work with a lot of women who are afraid to show up as who they are. And I'm like, yeah, I've been there, done that, not doing that anymore. And let's work together and get you out there. And I know you're the same way. It's like, let's bring out the real you, the person that is the joyful person that you are, and let that shine. Because when you let that shine through your content, through your video, through whatever you're doing, that's what's going to bring everything together and make you the success that you want to be.
Yeah, so, exactly. Amen.
Awesome. Amen, sister. Well, Shannon, this has been really amazing, but we do kind of have to wrap it up here. Tell everybody where they can find you, where they can find that amazing quiz, because yes, I took it too. So go take the quiz. It really is good stuff. So let everybody know where you're at, where the quiz is, and then we will kind of wrap it up and say goodbye.
Yeah. So feel free to connect with me. I hang out on Facebook and LinkedIn. Those are my two places. You can go to Joyful Business Revolution /quiz to take the content personality quiz. We'd love to know what your result is, how you're using it, if you need help with it. Like, we are here for you. That is our pride and joy of why we wake up and do what we do every single day, bringing more joy to the lives of people and their businesses.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Shannon. This has been a total blast. We'll have to calendar in another session, because we could go on all day about this, but we don't want to keep everybody from their day. So, but thank you for coming on. Thank you to everybody who's been here watching us. And if you're watching the replay, go check out Shannon and give us a shout and let us know what you think. And I'll see you again on the next coffee chat. Ciao.